Right.
So you need to bring in diversity for progress.
Correct. Uh, so I think these cognitive biases is also leading me to another question. Uh, in terms, and this is coming from my old association with you. While we were working as quality managers with you at our teleservices, and uh, we had to brainstorm, put some mind together for any problem statement. You used to take out a paper. You had a bunch of used papers in your cabin, and then you used to take out that in the sheet in the on the side which was not used, and you started to scribble along with your pencil. So is that also a cognitive hack?
You have a very sharp memory, Amol, and since you have a very sharp memory, you remember all the discussions and photographic memory because of that photographic memory. I'm getting old. I need to remember a few things. So that's why I note it down.
But
uh,
is that a cognitive hack? Because
uh,
it, I feel that it makes you very exhaustive in whatever you are doing and very effective. So would like to learn from that.
no, actually, it's a individual style of working. For me, it works. I'll tell you why I use it. You know, it serves me three, four purposes. While in a meeting or I'm doing, with three, four people, or even if I'm doing a discussion on a particular topic with one to one, with only one individual, I tend to note it down. It helps me in following ways. One, it helps me stay focused, right? I have seen that, you don't tend to lose object, go away from the objective. We don't digress from the topic. It helps not only me, but also the people I am involved into discussion to stay focused on the topic. That's one area where it helps, right? Because second, uh, at times there are very, very important things which are getting discussed, and also certain trivial items. It's important to capture everything what is being discussed, because later on you can categorize them, right? This was a breakthrough idea, and this is a kind of a low hanging fruit, so that you need to differentiate between the actions, and then focusing on each of these will tell you the corresponding effect, or the time which is required to complete that action, and also the impact it will create once that action gets completed. So that all those scribbling, maybe in a very, very rough form, helps me. It also helps me that, later on, I'm able to create an approach note out of the writings. The creation of the management deck, the review PPTs or the client pitches, it becomes very easy. For me, at least, when I scribble down all those things, and later on I use them to create an approach note, which help me to solve the problem in a structured manner. So it's working for me. I'm not really sure from where I would have picked up this habit, and how I developed this habit. But if you feel that it's working for me, and my first memory of this is, I think I had a chance meeting with way back in 2007. I had a chance meeting with Navyug. He's CEO of QAI India. In that meeting, while we were there in a meeting, he was using the rough notes as and the school pencil very, very effectively to explain certain topics to me about which we were discussing. Also, in case there were certain questions he was posing on to me, and then we were interacting about a topic, and whatever answers I was giving, he was noting it down. Probably he wanted to process it later, that whatever information is coming. So, at that time I was very, I thought it's very interesting, and I was kind of impressed the way, this shaped the conversation. It helped the conversation go in a smooth manner, because we can go on point number one and then go back to point number three, and that's how it helped me. I think from there I might have picked it up, but it helps me a lot. Yes, I do use it.
Yeah, I think it's very very important in the today's world, where the world is, there are so many distractions. So there are notifications, there are people who would call you unnecessarily, then there is TV, uh, there is work, and then there is personal things that are going on. So this particular hack, I have picked it from you, uh, and
Oh,
it really helped me. It really has helped me, because I am able to take out my brain and put it in a sheet of paper, and then you have a very clear thought, because then you are able to focus on what you are trying to do. And as you were saying, there are some trivial things where, but it's, although it's trivial, but it's not something which has to be left out. So in the process of prioritizing, many times you tend to forget those trivial things, but they are also important. But if you're keeping a note of those, note of each and everything in a piece of paper, maybe a rough sheet, it really helps put your mind right.
correct,
So
correct.
I think it was
Staying focused to remove digression, to avoid digression from the topic is very important.
right. And